Gather round, adventurers bold in the realm where tales unfold. The podcast of heroes, a quest divine, where imagination takes flight. Let's combine. Roll the dice, let the story begin. Monsters and magic, the battles within. From dragons to dungeons, a thrilling ride. Action Surge podcast where legends collide. Action Surge, it's time to embark on a podcast journey where dungeons spark. Venture forth with the warriors true in the world of D&D. We welcome you. Action Surge, it's time to embark on a podcast journey where dungeons spark. Venture forth with the warriors true in the world of D&D. We welcome you.
Okay, and here we are. Meanwhile, on the elemental plane of air. Anyway, it's not the elemental plane of lack of air. That'd be rough.
That would be rough.
Yeah, the elemental plane. Meanwhile, on the quasi-elemental plane of suffocation. Oh man. Okay, so I wish Microsoft 365 would quit changing their logo. It makes it very hard to find on your computer when the logo changes every three days. You know, like,
Well, at least it's 3 days instead of 3 seconds.
so I'm trying to log in. Oh wait, to the chat on Twitch here on Streamlabs. I think like that. I hope. We'll find out. Oh, come on. Now it wants my token adapter because, it's two-factor authentication. Two-factor authentication. That's how we like every stream to go smooth like that.
Smooth like refried beef.
Smooth as something not smooth. There we go.
Sandpaper.
Okay, yeah, okay. So, is everyone ready? That's what I tried to put in the chat there like 10 minutes ago, vastly implying that everyone was not ready here on this end, but you guys might be ready out there in future TV land or Twitch land. I don't know.
Hey!
I'm not sure.
Take it, Twitch out! Oh! Notice another thing. We're on 11% on the Grim Harvest. On the Watcher Goal.
Good deal. 11% on the Grim Harvest Watcher Goals. We do also have something. There's a Fate of the Dice is another group that we're like affiliated, friends with, at least. And one of our also a former cast member, Nikki. She runs with that group, and we are supposed to do some kind of collab type crossover thing with Fate of the Dice too at some point. So just want to give a shout out to them. Want to give a shout out to Strange Friends Media, who always promote us really nicely. Don't forget to check out like our Watcher of the Realm stuff, our Raid Shadow Legends stuff, and what else? Who else? Zach's got $10 games. Is that what it's called? $10 games, right? Yeah.
I'm $10 games.
$10 games here on Twitch. You can don't forget to go check that out. Check out Wizards Forge, which is also on Twitch and YouTube. I believe $10 games on YouTube too, right? Yes.
Yep.
No. Okay. And
Yes.
yeah, and you got anything to shout out there, James?
Uh,
Birthdays, holidays, bar mitzvahs.
oh, not too long ago was Chrissy's birthday. So happy belated birthday to her. And I just want to give out positive vibes.
Positive vibes, handing out positive vibes. And we got 4 viewers. Hey, viewers. Thanks for joining us here on Action Surge, where epic tales unfold. Dragons breathe fire and heroes rise against the darkness. Join us as we embark upon a journey through the fantastical world of Dungeons and Dragons. So grab your dice, sharpen your wits, and prepare to immerse yourself in a story where anything is possible. We'll tell tales of valor, and weave stories that will echo through the ages, and talk a lot of trash. And you probably already know this if you already watched this before. But the action starts now. When last we left them, our heroes were on the elemental plane of air, descending into what looked like a great big herd of storm clouds. And you guys were, heading into the storm, basically. With your genie, the Jin Vizier Amir, right? Amir, that was his name, the one you picked. And some of you are on a flying carpet, so let me get you guys a flying carpet. Let me get you guys a rug, a carpet.
Hey, pause. We have a problem.
Uh-oh. You have a problem?
I can't pull my character sheet up. I can't pull it by pressing my icon, and I can't find it on the book symbol.
Okay. Try doing this. Have you tried clicking on your token, but do it, hold the Alt key and double click on your token. Try that. And if that doesn't work, let me know. Because you may just have to refresh. It might be something goofy with Roll20. Okay, green, yellow, purple, or blue?
Purple.
Purple. Oh, wait. Yeah, well, it's at least kind of purpley. Okay, here is your rug. Okay, this is a flying carpet. There was only one flying carpet, correct? If I remember right.
As far as I'm aware of.
Okay. And then somebody had a broom of flying.
That was Luther, I think.
Did Luther end up with the broom?
I just.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember.
Okay.
I know I got wings.
You got the wings? I thought Garnet ended up with the wings, but that could be that you got the wings? Alright, so then Gavor, you're going to get off the carpet because you don't need to be on the carpet if you got wings. Silly.
Yeah.
Jeez. Alright, here, so we're going to zoom in here. Oh, wait, where's Gavor going? He's leaving the sky. He's like, I'm out of here. Anyway, no, hold on, let me.
Here's Splash down below.
My life is going before my eyes. I'm going to give you, there's a little wing icon right there. I'm going to give you that little wing icon. And then so that way we know you got wings and you're flying. And we're going to give Luther that too because he doesn't have wings, but he is flying. And Sebastian will be...
The one that wanted the broom.
Sebastian will be on the carpet. What's that?
I thought Zach is the one that wanted the broom.
Yeah, but he's still flying.
Oh, true.
It's a broom of flying. That's why I said it. He doesn't have wings, but he is flying.
Oh.
Yeah, don't you see? That's why my character's rotated sideways. I'm flying forward on a broom.
Yeah, that's actually. Hold on, let me fix that because I don't know why you're rotated sideways. But hold on, let me. I'm gonna do
I
something.
thought it was funny.
I'm gonna update you. There we go. But now, of course, every time I'm gonna have to re-update you because I got the little wings on you. So every time I add you, it'll be. I mean, essentially everybody's flying anyways in the elemental plane of air, but
Yeah.
it's a little bit weird. how you have to fly. And it takes a lot of concentration if you're going to fly without like aid, like without the broom and without the carpet and without the wings. It would take basically all of your concentration to fly because you guys don't have a normal fly speed. Why can I
I still
not?
can't find my character sheet, and I even refreshed the page.
Okay, did you double click on your token with the Alt key? While holding the Alt key? This genie doesn't
Yeah.
like me. And it still won't do it. Okay. Hold on one second. Let me try to... Ah, I see what happened. Okay, hold on one second. Let me fix that. For some reason, it's not... It doesn't think your character is your character. What in the world is going on right now? Hang on. Roll 20, go home, you're drunk.
Roll 20, go home. You're drunk.
Roll 20's doing weird stuff. Hold on one second. I got 2 genie
It's
tokens.
always doing weird stuff.
It's doing a lot of weird stuff, though. Hold on one second. Oh, wow. Now the genie's just gone. What the heck happened? Okay. For those of you paying attention at home, the genie's really just invisible. Wink, wink.
Well, at
Jeez.
least it's not in a bottle. At the
Can-
time.
Can rub you the right way, honey. No, no.
Say it.
I'm a genie in a bottle, baby. Come in and check me out.
Beans.
Let me out.
Come on, let me out.
Oh, let me out, let me out.
I'm a
Let me
genie.
in, let me in, let me in, let me in.
I'm a genie with Stockholm syndrome. Come and let me out. Anyway, all right. So
Come on, let me in.
I gotta fix Ashley's camera because she's all like it's just her the bottom of her chin on camera. I am the great and powerful Chin
From Cincinnati.
from Cincinnati. Oh my god.
Yeah, that's from
That
Fairly
is,
Odd
the worst.
Parents.
That is the worst dad joke ever, and I'm here for it.
Plays off on Fairly Odd Parents too, so
Okay,
can't help it.
so you guys head into the thunderclouds, and you guys are all
There
good.
was a show. There was a show I used to watch, and every time someone would die, they'd go before God, and God would become just this big old head, and everybody had the same running gag. It was, "Oh God, don't eat me."
Okay, it sounds like White Dwarf. That's not. It sounds like something like that.
Almost. Yeah, Red.
Or Red Dwarf. Red
Well,
Dwarf.
I thought
yeah,
the show was
Red,
called Red-
yeah,
Red-
Red Dwarf. Yeah,
but,
Red Dwarf. That's
no,
what I meant. Yeah.
It wasn't Red Dwarf, but.
Let me put Amir's name on here.
Well, at least it's not a blue dwarf
Okay,
or a purple dwarf.
so you guys are heading up into the thunderclouds, and
Yes.
you can hear the lightning and stuff. Oh, by the way, this map you can see very clearly if you're watching the stream. You can see that the map is made by this guy named Tom Kartos. So go check out maps of his and grab them and buy them and show him support. All right, so you guys on the carpet there. I'm going to let somebody control the carpet as to where they're going, and then Gavor and Luther, you guys can control your own tokens. Tharja, do you want to kind of steer the carpet?
Sure.
Okay, so let you steer the carpet, and I will place all your guys' tokens wherever you take the carpet.
Okay.
Okay, hold on. Shay, try doing the Alt double tab on your, the Alt double click on your token again, real quick. See if it works.
Character sheet already up. It works.
Okay. Because I fixed your token, I wasn't sure if it was working yet or not. Did you do it that way, or did you find it in the journal thingy?
I did it that way. I clicked twice.
Okay, cool. All right. Yeah, I had to fix something because your token was basically saying it was a generic token. Oh, shoot. I think I forgot to update it, too. So let me do that real quick. There we go. That way, whenever I drag it onto a new map, it should be updated and ready to go. Oh, and let me make sure, because yep, see, I didn't do that either. So, dynamic lighting is 120. Night vision. I forgot to give you vision, so it doesn't matter on this map as much, but it might.
Yeah.
Well, what's the furthest that we could see? Is the thing.
Well, let me turn on dynamic lighting because you should be able to see pretty far. But let me turn on dynamic lighting for the map, but then I'm also going to turn on daylight mode and just dim it a little bit because you guys should be able to see everything. But basically, anything that is in a cloud is considered heavily obscured. Now, I don't know if you remember about the Ildris, about the Gru. But if you would like to make a survival/nature check again real quick, then I can tell you about them, possibly. I know you know that they look like little storm clouds. I know you know that much.
Oh, you said nature.
Yeah, survival or nature. Or some of you could use Arcana or History even.
Well, nature's more my cup of tea.
Okay.
Nature.
Alright, what did everybody get? 25, Gavor, nice. Oh, 21 first. Okay, it's a
I
double
like
roll.
the perception.
Alright. Nice, okay, so you all know, except for Tharja, you all know that the Ildris, well, obviously you all know that they're the elementals native to the elemental plane of air. And you all know that a Gru, each elemental plane has its own type of Gru. The Ildris is the air type. And you know they feed on clouds, and storm clouds, and elemental creatures, like other avian creatures, so not just elementals. Sometimes like small birds, air, breezes, that kind of thing. At any rate, they are also immune to air and lightning-based magic. You know this. They kind of
My moon dancers work on them?
What's that?
Would my moon swords work on them?
Yes. And you also know that they are... Basically, they look like kind of like a small storm cloud with kind of vaporous tentacles and red gleaming eyes when they're seen, but for the most of the time, they're invisible. So, yeah. Alright, so you guys are heading up into these storm clouds, and we're going to all make a Dex save, DC 10. All right, Ashley, you only rolled a 3, but what's your dexterity?
Oh.
And she rolled a D10, not a D20.
That's true.
My
Yeah,
apologies.
so just find your just do it on your character sheet if you can find your dexterity save.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Oh, there you
It
go. See,
becomes
21 is a
21.
lot better than 3.
Yeah.
But even had you rolled a 3 on the D20,
Uh-huh.
then you would have added 3 to it. So that would have still been a 6. But anyway.
And look at the second one. The second half of the next save is
It was a
6.
6, yep. That was your previous roll from the D10. It was carrying over.
Yep.
All right, well, Zach, you didn't make it. So, Zach, you get struck by lightning.
Poor loser.
Oh no, I take half lightning damage.
Do you?
Yeah, because
I think you only do that when you're raging.
That's a good point. I need to bring that up and look at it.
Um,
Damn train.
okay, now you get a dexterity save against the lightning itself. This is basically the first dex save was just to determine if you even get struck by lightning.
Okay. You said another dex roll?
Yep. There we go. Okay, so you made the dex save against the lightning, so you take 16 damage.
Okay.
And Amir says, "Be very careful. We must fly clear of the lightning." And he kind of flies over into one of these clouds here. Now, you guys can all move. I'm gonna put up the turn tracker here. You may all want to roll initiative just to make things a little easier.
Yeah.
But what I was gonna say is, your movement. You are also caught in what is called a wind stream once you guys get up into those clouds.
Uh-huh.
And that wind stream takes your movement and multiplies it by 6. So it's very hard to control kind of how you're moving in a way. But, so Wings of Flying, that's Gabor, right?
Yeah.
Wings of Flying, your fly speed is what? 60 feet. 60 feet. So.
Well,
so
you said I'll go by.
Oh, thanks for following. What's that, James?
Continue.
Your fly speed would normally be 60 feet per round with Wings of Flying. It's multiplied by 6 right now, so you can move 360 feet in a round.
Yikes! That means that means I'm the fastest dwarf in the world.
Let me double check on the carpet of flying here. You have the 6x9 carpet, so it is 30 feet per round, but because of the multiplied by it is 180 feet per round. So carpet
Oh, wow.
carpet can move 180 feet per round. Carpet speed 180. Wings speed 360. And the broom, I don't remember the broom speed. I think it's 40, but let me double check here. Oh, thank you for the
Hey,
subscription.
thanks for the sub, stubborn boy.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, so the broom of flying can carry up to 400 pounds. So you could also have another person on the broom with you, but you know, Luther, you're pretty beefy as it is. The speed is also third. Oh wait, it's 50 feet. So 5 times 6 is 30. So 300. So broom is 300 feet right now. Now, if you get out of the wind stream, your speed will drop back to normal speeds. Okay.
Hmm.
Or no, 300.
Okay.
Yeah, 300 feet. Yeah. So you'll drop back to normal speeds. You have a vague idea of where the wind stream is, and I'm just gonna put it on the map, kind of. Let me do this and switch to this, and do no new. Yeah, that's good enough, I guess. Well, no, I didn't want that. Yeah, that's good enough. Okay, so you know the wind stream is vaguely this shape. Which you also know, like, some of the fastest areas are in the most lightning-clad areas. Lightning clad. I think that's not a word, but I think I just made that up. But maybe not. But either way, I like that word.
Good enough for me.
Lightning clad. It's like a lightning lad, only different. All right. So, Tharja, Luther, Kea, Gavor, you need to roll initiative for me, or did you already and it didn't assign?
I already did.
Okay, so you got a
It
6.
didn't register.
Yep, you got a 6.
Yeah.
Control U. We'll just put that. What's your? I guess it doesn't matter what your dex
12.
is because you're. Okay,
6.12.
6.12. All right, and then we'll roll for Amir real quick. Oh, we're missing Garnet. Does anybody have control of Garnet's character by any chance? I will roll for Garnet.
Let's see.
I have only control of Sebastian.
Okay.
If you want, I could probably roll for Garnet.
I wonder how Garnet says his last name.
What is his last name?
It's like Pyro, like Pyrope. Pyrope. Is it Pyrope? Or is it
Perope.
Is it Pyrope? Or is it Pyrope? Anyway.
Perope.
Pyrope? You just like that. You just like it that way, right? Is that what you're saying? Okay.
Perope.
Garnet got a good one. Okay, so... Oh, wait. I forgot to roll for Amir. The Genie Vizier. Alright. Alright, so you guys could move if you would like to. But you think you see something way ahead in the clouds. Like, up in this area. Way up here. If you kind of zoom out on the map, you can kind of see where I'm pinging, I think.
Right. There.
So, if I'll do a measuring thing. Right around in this area.
Did you see this arrow? But like it.
Dude, that made me dizzy.
Okay, how far is that? Let's see.
Yeah, D&D is great, stubborn. See when you find that the kick-ass dungeon master like Brian here.
You okay, Stian?
I'm the okayest DM ever.
And I have the okay.
I strive for a level of mediocrity yet before unheard of. Anyway,
Well, with seeing the range of that,
yet before.
I'm in
I
the
don't even-
okayest
that doesn't
range
make no
to
sense.
shoot wherever it comes.
So am I. I'm in front.
Along with the okayest players ever. Anyway.
Yeah.
All right. So. Oh, you know what? I was gonna do. Well, it don't matter. All right. So, Garnet would be first, but Tharja, you're piloting the carpet, so Garnet goes where you go.
Okay.
Kea, unless you want to do something that is hopping off the carpet and doing something strange, then I'm gonna have you hold an action or hold your turn, like until Tharja pilots you wherever you go, kind of thing. Does that sound good?
We find an enemy. I'm not sure there's much I can do.
Okay. Do you want to try to set up a held action? I think Garnet will set up a held action to be like, if you guys see an enemy that he'll attack, he'll do an attack roll. Like
Okay, that'd be good for Garnet.
and you can be kind of vague about it if you want to, Kea. If you want to do like, okay, if I see an enemy, I want to do like a magic attack or a ranged or melee attack or whatever. But or if I get within a range of an enemy, I can melee attack it or something along those lines.
Do that though.
What's that?
You said you were gonna put a hold on something for Garnet. I don't.
Well, basically, you just say I'm going to hold an action, and then you tell me what that action, what you're going to do. You basically, when you hold an action, you have to have like a trigger. So like, you could be like, well, if I see an enemy get within range, I'm going to attack it with my swords. Or if I see an enemy at a distance, I can shoot a dart at it, or throw a dagger at it, or like that, or cast a spell, or like that. Or you can be kind of vague and say I want to hold an action and attack an enemy if I see one, kind of thing. It can also be kind of like almost any action, really. So, Luther, you're actually going to go first. Flying first. You were you were recommended to get out of the lightning though, especially after you got hit with it. You kind of taking that into consideration.
And then on the thing for Storm Soul or Sea Soul thing,
Mm-hmm.
it doesn't tell me if I need to trigger it or not. So that's kind of, I'm gonna leave that up to your discretion.
Well, put it up at, right there. You gain resistance to lightning damage. You can also breathe underwater. So yeah, you are resistant. So then it would be you take so instead of 16, you would take 8. That means you're so you're
Okay,
always
well,
resistant,
I'll
and you
just-
can always breathe underwater, and you always have a swimming speed of 30 feet, whether you're raging or not.
Right? I was also trying not to rules lawyer and kill the fun. So
Well, dang it! Why are you killing my fun?
Alright.
Well, you guys know I'm trying to kill all your characters. That's how D&D works, right? Isn't that how
Mhm.
isn't it supposed to be?
Usually,
Oh, but
Isn't
I
it supposed
didn't
to
want
be?
to be.
Isn't it supposed
I
to be
don't wanna
DM
be-
versus players, and the DM's supposed to try to kill them all, and then the players are supposed to try to stay alive? No, that's not how it works. I didn't think so. That's not how it works at all. Unless you're Joe. No, I'm kidding. Watch, Joe is gonna try to kill me next. Joe's gonna be like, "All right, I'll show you how I can kill you in a session." Zayd sung his last tune. Anyway, the only good thing is that since Joe's not in this group right now anymore, that means it's probably because he's at work, because that's why he couldn't stay in this group, because he works on this day now. So he might not catch this episode. All right, Luther, you moved up a little bit.
Yeah, I moved up over there.
Okay, now remember
I think I'm
you're
out of the lightning.
okay. Yeah, you're technically not in the lightning right now, and you are in a spot where it could possibly happen, but most of the fog here is creating kind of a light obscurity, but the areas where the clouds are heavily obscured. In fact, like where Amir is, you see him like kind of fade in and out of the clouds because he's flying along next to you guys. Um,
Right.
and you do know that in that basically in the anywhere in the area where the lightning is drawn on the map here is a possible area that you could get struck by lightning. Inside the clouds, it's not as likely, but anywhere in the open area is a little bit more likely. And of course, if you're anywhere like on a lightning chain, you're gonna make that save regardless. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna make that save,
Okay.
the save to see if you're gonna
Okay.
get struck by lightning. It's a 50% chance to get struck by lightning if you're on a lightning chain. Doesn't mean you will. It just means it's a 50% chance.
It likes to lick the batteries.
That's that's DC 10. Yep. All right.
Easy, get the recharge.
But I will say, Luther, that you could, you only moved up to there, right? Which is only 40 feet, and you're fine to do that. But just to remind you, you could move up to 300.
I forgot. That's on me.
So do you want to continue? You want to move forward more, or do you
yeah.
want to?
I would very much like to move forward more, please.
Okay. All right. You're good. We're
I'm
still on your turn order, so.
Let's see.
Hey, Tim. Hey, Tim. Oh wait, can you throw a link up in there, Tim, to your YouTube channel? I need to give Louder some mod privileges so he can. Do you have mod privileges, Zach?
I don't know. Let me take a look. No, I do not.
Okay, we'll have to give you mod privileges so you can give other people mod privileges.
I have my privileges, but I don't know what to do with them.
So, Stubborn Boy, you'll have to join our Discord sometime and send me a message too, and then we can find out if you maybe want to join the cast on something. All right, so go ahead and move, Zach, and Tim. We'll give you privileges at some point, but if you can't post your, I'm trying to figure out how. Oh, Tim, send it to me in Discord. Send me a link to your YouTube channel in Discord, and I'll post it here. Go check out Louder's YouTube channel, and his, I believe he's on Twitch too, right? I believe. Anyways, he does music and stuff, and he's also with Strange Friends Media too. So. All right, so you moved up there.
Two moves right there.
Okay, as soon as you get there, Luther, I feel so bad about Luther all the time, but that's okay because Luther's at least resistant. Send on Facebook Messenger. Okay, yeah. Let me go check that out real quick.
Oh, that reminds me. I need to.
A tough cookie.
I don't see you, Tim. Why did you not say? Hang on.
Come on, quit it.
Oh, you know what? Hang on. There he is. I'll send you a message real quick. Oh, you sent it right there. Okay, I see it. Oh, okay. So this is to YouTube and Instagram and TikTok. Here, we'll give this is if you guys want to go check out what Tim does. It's pretty cool stuff. He does like a lot of music type related stuff, and just kind of, also just chatting and messing around on the guitar and all kinds of good stuff. Fun times. I know, you guys, there's a bunch of links there, so, At any rate.
Oh, and now Papa Gabor now has an X profile on X, and that's all I've done.
Oh,
Made a profile, connect everything.
good deal. Oh, let me take this map thing here. Move it down. There we go.
And yes, the name is Papa Gabor.
Okay, when you get up there, though, Luther, you hear, like, it almost sounds like the thunder itself, this roaring voice, and before you appears a pretty sizable man in blue robes, and you hear him yell, "Begone!" And yeah, when you hear that, you are maybe not intimidated, but as you see him appear, like visualize him appear from the clouds, you also notice that strange sense of electricity on the air. And you feel like the hairs on the back, the hairs on your arm stand up as a rather large lightning bolt comes flying your way. Oh, hang on. In the wrong layer here. Again. Token layer there.
This is shocking.
Shocking.
This is
isn't it?
shocking.
Shocking, isn't it?
An electrifying turn of events. Also, hydrate.
Hydrate. I will do that.
Cheers. I got like 4 things, different drinks in front of me by accident today.
All right, so there we go.
got
So
tea, I got
I believe
Kool-Aid,
that's the
I
length
got
of it.
sparkling water.
Let's see. 85, 90, 95. Yeah, it would actually be about that long, but
Is a fire, it is a laser.
so let me see. You're gonna make a save, of course.
Which one?
A dexterity save,
Dex save. Okay.
and you are resistant to lightning, so it's possibly not too bad.
But
Oh god.
that's the same roll I got last time.
All right.
So I will take 12.
Oh wait.
Ouch.
Yeah, but that was the same roll you got for avoiding lightning. So hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on. This guy has a special ability. You are going to take 15 damage, and then you're going to resist that. Oh no, you're sorry. You're going to take 31 damage, but you're going to resist that for 15. Yeah, normally it would be 12, but this guy has a special ability that he gets to reroll any of his certain types of damage twice, and take the second result.
Yeesh. Yeah.
All right,
Give me the character sheet.
there you go. Sorry, you probably couldn't get your character sheet because there was something in front of it.
I've got it. It's just trying to.
Now, if Garnet can reach that far, I don't think he can. Has he got anything that can reach that far? 140 feet? I don't know that he does. What about Kea? Does Kea have anything that can reach 140 feet?
I don't know. If I did, it would either be my moonfire or my guided missile.
Okay, yeah.
Magic missile?
Yeah, magic missile is what? 100 or 300?
120,
120?
maybe.
Range is 20.
Okay, so when you get within range, you could fire off a magic missile at him if you wanted. Well, okay, so Luther, it's still technically your turn. You moved up there. You got struck with lightning. Are you going to do anything else? Did you use your full movement? I don't think you did.
I don't think I did either.
So you could
I
move up
just- was
closer.
just
Hang
like-
on one second here. You got oh yeah, you got plenty of movement left. You can move up to 300, so you could easily get within range of him. If you want to.
Looks like I'm gonna finish my movement. I just after I move, would that be the end of my turn? I don't remember.
No, because unless you used your action to dash, but you didn't. So I mean, realistically, if you were dashing, if you guys all dashed, you guys could move up to double those movement speeds. So like with a dash, you could move up to 600 feet, but you don't have to.
Oh,
Whoa.
Alright.
700 foot dash. Oof.
Yeah, and yeah, you 720 for you Gavor, yeah.
How about the fastest dwarf ever?
360 for everyone on the carpet.
All right.
Now, what you might
So,
realize, what you guys might realize, though, is that this guy out here in the middle of nowhere could also move at that speed. Okay, Luther, as you're heading toward the dude, hold on, let me move you back just a hair. But you're planning on moving toward him, though, right? Okay, so let me do this real quick because as you're moving toward him, hang on a second. A cloud-like being with red eyes and tendrils appears and attacks you as you're getting out of its range. So now the question is, do you want to stay and face this thing that attacks you? Oh. Sorry, it wasn't that. It was supposed to be the other thing, but we'll use that roll. I just roll this and then do that damage. Okay. Okay, so 11 bludgeoning damage. So you're still kind of basically within range of this guy. But do you want to continue toward the other guy? He's already made his opportunity attack, so you can continue without taking any more opportunity attacks. Or you can stay here and fight this dude.
I'm gonna stay here, fight this dude, and
I will say even Luther's smart enough to know that this thing, while an immediate threat right there, also didn't just shoot lightning at you.
right. I'm trying to.
So Luther might be going over in his head about like, well, this guy's right here, but the other guy can shoot lightning at me, you know.
Hmm.
Hold on. I just remembered I gotta subtract that 11 damage.
Okay.
Yeah, for some reason the numbers aren't working on the map, so I'm having to go to the character sheet to do it.
Right.
That's
Yeah, I
weird.
probably need a refresh or something.
Anywho, yeah, Luther's gonna close, but what did we discuss about potion usage as actions?
Okay, so in this campaign, solid 10 D&D. Thank you for the follow. So in this campaign, or well, all of my campaigns, I allow the potions to be used as a bonus action, where you roll the dice as normal, or you can use them as a full action if you want the full effect of the potion. So, like if you want to take a potion of healing, for instance, potion of healing is 2d4 plus 2 as a bonus action, or just 10 points of healing as an action. Oh, thank you.
Hey, thanks for the bits, Solid T and D.
Solid 10. That's cool how you got the little D4 tetrahedron thing in between the solid 10.
Yeah, that is pretty cool.
Oh, that's that. 10 biddies. 10 biddies.
Giggity.
Got the tiggle biddies. All right, so what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do there, Zach? What's Luther going to do? Is he going to fight the guy next to him, or is he going to? Are you drinking a potion as a bonus action? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. Oh no, Luther's gonna close distance and then drink a potion.
Okay, so back up toward the wizard guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna drink a full on. Let me. I don't remember what this potion does. I lost my notes. I've got this topaz potion from a long time ago.
Topaz potion. All right.
That was from the wizard's tower, where we fought the owlbearers.
Mm.
Okay. I guess I should have added that into their initiative somehow, but I'm not sure. They get a +5 bonus to their
Pardon?
initiative.
Okay, I'm just gonna drink a greater healing potion because I can't find my notes on topaz potion.
All right. And did I have the? I didn't have him roll a thing yet, did I?
uh, oh, come on, brain.
Why is this not? Oh, because I didn't roll it. Amir goes first. Okay.
You need brain food.
Brain food. That's all I get from you. Brain food. Wait, no, wait. That's not how it goes, is it?
It's windy.
Okay, what are you doing?
Here.
You gonna attack him?
No, I'm gonna drink a potion of greater healing.
Oh, you're okay. Is that what the topaz potion does? Is that, or are you still looking for the topaz potion?
I can't find the notes on the topaz potion, but I have potions of greater healing also.
It would be in here, potions and oils. So there we go. Did it show it to you? The topaz potion is a rich and aromatic liquid. Tastes slightly of peaches. When drunk, the imbiber gains a slight static charge. For the next hour, the user can deal an extra D4 lightning damage every time they elect to deal this damage. Roll a D20 at the end of their turn. If they roll a 1, the charge dissipates.
Oh.
So are you going to
As
drink
funny
that?
as it
Are
would
you
be
going
to-
to drink the potion of healing as a bonus action or an action?
I'm gonna do a full action because
To gain the full amount.
I'm about. Yeah, because I've already been hit almost in half by
Okay.
these lightning strikes. I don't think I wanna.
Okay, you could then use the topaz potion as a bonus action.
No, I think I'll rage as my bonus action though.
That's probably a good idea. Yeah.
What? Oh, hell no.
All right. So
The greater healing is, according to the thing, is 4d4 plus 4.
Yeah, greater healing 4d4 plus 4, so it'll just be 16, 20 total healing if you're using it as an action.
Nice. Okay.
All right, Luther. This is your one shot. Do not miss your chance to blow. This opportunity comes once in a lifetime. You know.
All right. Sorry, just fiddling with character sheet, trying to tell it,
Can hear the
click the
wind.
rage button and whatnot.
We can always just add the 3
Luther,
damage. or
you're
whatever.
taking too long.
This is the sound. This is the sound for taking too long. I have a sound for that.
Okay, so I'm there. Look,
Of course, you got tortured by the song that never ends.
players that take too long for 500, Alex. So I'm pretty sure that's all I can do, because I've drank the potion, I've used my rage bonus action,
Yep.
and I moved over there.
All right. So you got over there, and you're raging, and you see this guy here disappear and reappear about here. And then he
Hey, stop running!
disappears.
Wouldn't he get an attack on opportunity?
No, he didn't go. He didn't. He teleported. Well, he didn't teleport. He misty stepped, but similar scenario.
A magic away, not physical away.
Yep.
Fizzled.
Yeah, I believe it's physical attacks that give you the.
Yep. If he physically moves away, then he would have got attack of opportunity. All right. So Kea, you do have a target. I think that is in reach now. If you want to hit it with something.
Okay.
But you would have to use a spell. It's about 70 feet away. You see this this swirling tornado with these watery tendrils coming out of it, and it's got like.
Do you use magic missiles or my moonfire?
You could use your magic missiles for sure. What's the range on your moonfire? Do you know?
I don't.
I think you got to be 10 feet closer, but your magic missile would definitely hit. And you can shoot up to 3 of those as a first level casting.
Okay.
There's one.
That was pathetic.
It's max damage. That's max damage for one single missile, and then go ahead and do 2 more. Because you don't really have any other targets, so you might as well shoot them all at the same target. And then 1 more. There we go. 5, 4, 5. So 10, 14 damage. Okay.
Nice.
Yeah, I'd say that's respectable.
That's not too bad that's almost max damage that you could have done with a magic missile.
Luther would think twice about messing with you.
All right, you see it hit this cloud, and they look like they kind of just like shoot through the cloud almost, and you hear the cloud make this like almost what sounds like a high-pitched wind. It's like that, just kind of like scraping through some trees, a high-pitched whistly wind type of thing. And then Kay, you're pretty much stuck to being on the carpet unless you wanted to try to brave the
Dragon portion.
well, if you wanted to try to use your thought to fly over that way, but it's very dangerous because it takes all your concentration, so you wouldn't be able to concentrate on anything else. But it's
Thanks
up
for
to
stopping by, Loud Letter.
All right, see you later, Tim. All right. But so do you wanna just stay on the carpet?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Amir will move up, and he will try to attack the Ildris that he sees.
Show off.
He swings a scimitar.
Yeah, definitely show off.
And that will definitely hit. For 12 slashing. And he does 3 lightning damage, but of course they're immune to that, so. Which you guys have already figured out.
Yep.
Well, then why didn't Emir choose thunder damage? I'm just kidding. I'm
Because they're
just
immune to
kidding.
that too.
I know. I know. I'm gonna hit Stormcloud with
Oh.
Stormcloud
Oh,
attributes.
and he makes
Why are
3
Stormcloud attributes.
3 scimitar
Sorry.
attacks, so let me get 2 more in there. The second one also hit for another 17 damage, and you see that Ildris blink out of existence, right? And just as that Ildris blinks out of existence, you see another one appear just to the southeast of him.
Gonna be a long day.
Yeah. Alright. Alright, so... And then that's Amir's turn. And...
Yes.
Tharja,
Yep.
where are you taking that carpet?
Yep. I'm gonna
Taking it to the
Probably
Valley of
go
Yep.
where he's at. Amir.
Amir, okay.
Yep.
So we'll put the carpet up there-ish. And put everybody else up there-ish.
Poor Gavor.
No, I'm slow on purpose. I react later, so I'm able to react
Can I react
appropriately
to
to
it?
everybody else.
Do I see it?
Do you see what?
Do I see the second one?
You do.
Can I make an action?
Yes.
Cool. I too shall do magic missile. 3.
There's 3. And 3. And that's 3.
3.
Wait a minute. Let me make sure let me make sure it's rolling. Yeah, it's just rolling 2s. Okay, that's fine.
It's stupid.
He just happened to roll the same thing 3 times. Okay, so minus
3.
9. All right.
Take that, half off 2.
All right. Anything else?
No.
Okay. All right. So you guys are gonna maintain distance.
Yes.
All right.
In case that one guy shows up.
Okay.
Where did he go? Luther wants a fight.
All right. So now it is the Ildris turn, and unbeknownst to Gavor, there are some Ildris really close to him. And I'm gonna put them there. Okay. And the Ildris will make a slam attack on Gavor.
Oh no! Poor Gavor.
A 15 will miss, right, Gavor? Maybe? Oh, no.
Yes,
Are you 13 or 15?
15.
What's your
I-
armor class? Oh, your armor class is 15, so that will still actually hit.
I'm wearing the
Your armor class is 15 on your sheet, is it, or on your token? Is it actually 15 on your sheet? I mean,
Yeah, but I'm wearing the serpentine armor or the serpent scale armor.
what does that do?
So it's like uh, my AC is 15. So how much damage do I take?
Uh, hold on. I didn't know if there was something that it did that was like immunities.
Well, no,
Probably immune to
I
poison
don't
or
think
something like that.
It's mainly light, better protection, but lighter weight.
Okay. All right. Well, there's that one for 10 bludgeoning.
Okay.
The next one's a miss. The next one's a hit for another 10 bludgeoning.
Okay.
And the last one's a hit for another 6 bludgeoning. So 26 altogether. You do know that you can tell, like, you can't see anything, but you can tell you are surrounded. So you feel like just about anywhere you kind of swing, it'll be at disadvantage, but just about anywhere you swing, you might hit something. Or you could do something, spell-wise that might hit something to everything near you. So, all right, and then of course it's Gavor's turn.
Okay. Well. This will help him be more survivable. And it would help reduce how much damage he'll take. So he's going to be casting Beast Within. And he's going to be using his Headhunter axe on him. I'm thinking that's the proper thing to do because they can move just as fast as everybody else. So
Yeah, and you realize that probably that wizard and they have the same effects from the wind stream as you guys.
yeah, and so basically I'm thinking I'm doing. You want to get scary? Fine, we get scary.
All right, so Beast Within, you turn into basically you transform into what looks like a werewolf in this case, yes? Or is that what you're doing?
Yeah, this time it'll be a werewolf with wings and a battle axe.
Okay.
It's a headhunter battle axe.
All right, and you're gonna swing your battle axe.
Oh yes.
All right, go ahead and give me an attack roll.
Well, I had to finish. I had to finish. The macro thing had to finish.
Yep. The macros.
Okay. I'll kick over to here. Come on.
What are you rolling D&D Beyond right now?
No, I'm not using D&D Beyond. I'm using just the Roll20.
Oh, it's just being slow.
Yeah.
It is being slow today.
It's
Did a roll?
okay. I rolled something. There we go. 18 is going to be a good hit. Oh wait, it's a disadvantage. So 6 is going to be a miss. Do you have a second attack?
No, I'm a warlock and I just did something to protect myself so I could get.
Yeah, so you're not a hexblade,
No.
but
Well, but I do have a very nice battle axe that helps.
Okay. All right. So, so that's a miss. So you got anything else you're gonna do?
Uh,
Do you have any bonus action spells you want to cast?
yeah. I have the healing light stuff that I'll definitely need to use on me and Luther, but I can only choose one of us. And at the moment, I'm going to choose
Those are
myself
really
with
cool.
2 dice. With 3 dice. No, because I know I took a bunch. I know let's see. Okay, I'm gonna use 3 dice because
Okay.
get over here.
Is the reason you can't use it on Luther is because he's too far away? Is that what you're saying? Or is that, or is it
No,
because you can only do one person at a time?
one person at a time.
Gotcha. Okay.
It's a healing light.
Okay. So you're using 3 dice on yourself,
Yeah,
which that's, I believe, is it 3 of your hit dice, or is it 3d8?
3d6.
Oh, 3d6. Okay.
I think it's 3d6.
All right. Go ahead. Now you can move also.
Okay, and that will definitely.
You know that there will be some sort of contested like strength check or dexterity check.
Oh yeah.
So you'll use your strength or dexterity against these Ildris, because though you
Okay.
can't see them, you can sense that they're around you, and you know you'll have to go through them. The other thing is knowing that, well, you already used your action, but knowing that they're around you, you theoretically, if you could have hit one, you could have possibly grappled it too, possibly. They do have some form of solid form, you know. Just from seeing it up in front of you, and you know, you can feel it around you as far as like this solid wind almost.
Yeah. A dimensional shove would be useless against that anyway.
It might be. It might not be. Depends on what you're doing.
Basically, I gotta get back up with the party because by yourself is a bad idea.
Okay, so go ahead and make me a contested strength, or you can use your dex if that's better. Like acrobatics or athletics. And this is not at disadvantage, so you're at so you'd be, well, it'd still be 4 because it's the first thing that you roll, but
Yeah.
all right. So
He's still getting used to it.
yep. Hold on.
He's still
Let's
getting
see.
used to the wings.
Right. Okay, they are actually able to hold you back, surprisingly enough. Oh, they're not at disadvantage, but they still rolled a nat 20. Or not at advantage, I mean, but they still rolled a nat 20. All right, so they are able to hold you back, so you're not able to move. All right, so then Garnet, I think Garnet would probably also do something like cure wounds, maybe. Where does anybody? No, nobody's wounded on the carpet, right? So
No.
No. The only one that's all my temp, all the temp is gone.
Hold on one second. Where'd it go?
Oddly cold here in Houston today.
Yeah.
Gold here too. I think.
Alright, so around another creature you can see in range. Range is 90 feet. How far are you from Garnet, Luther? 70 feet. Okay, so I think Garnet's going to use this spell on Luther. and hope that he's willing. And this spell is called Vortex Warp, and he magically twists space around you. You can succeed on a Constitution saving throw, or you can choose to fail. You're teleported to an unoccupied space that I can see within range. So he's going to teleport you, if you will let him, over to here by the other Ildris. Are you good with that, Luther?
I completely misunderstood what you said. Please repeat.
Okay, so Garnet, you know the guy that's on your team, the Earth Elemental dude, the Genasi? He sees you over here where where the wizard was, and he casts Vortex Warp on you. And you can either make a Constitution saving throw and not be teleported, or you can choose to fail the Constitution saving throw and be teleported. But he wants to teleport you over here by the Ildris, by the other group.
I let him do it. He wants to put me in a fight. I'm good for it.
Yeah, he wants to put you next to the other, the other air elemental that he sees. He's basically saving you some movement. All right, so then, of course, after Garnet's turn, it is Luther's turn.
And Luther's raging, and Luther is going to attack with his demonic great axe. 25. And
Nice. That's a good hit.
Let's see what the damage does.
Obliteration. Oh, I know.
17 damage.
Nice.
Unless, of course, they're resistant to fire, but...
They are not resistant to fire at all.
Yes.
And you can see that when you hit it, it not only like the flames like burst forth, but they kind of also swirl up into the tornado of itself, into the winds of itself, kind of like, when fire hits oxygen.
Oh yeah.
But also swirling into this little mini tornado. Yeah, it's like this little explosion inside this mini tornado, and you can hear that like high pitched wind shriek. All right, so are you gonna make another attack? You got 2, right?
Oh, definitely. If it ain't dead this time, it's gonna die now.
Hey, yeah.
Another 22. That's another good hit. Another great hit. All right. For 14 damage. And you see that one, it makes that high-pitched shriek again, and then just, like, kind of implodes. Fizzles out of existence kind of thing. What a world, what a world. Oh, anyway. All right, and then, okay.
Luther, I know this is not an action, but Luther just kind of makes a victory spin, looks around going, who else wants some?
Okay, so you do know that you could move, too, but you don't really see anything to move toward. Right? So, I mean...
Yeah, he doesn't even know that Gavor's in trouble because nothing's been communicated to him, so he doesn't know to go over there.
I'm not had a chance to really say or do anything. I was left to move, and basically, we just had a rear assault, and I'm the rear guard, and I got assaulted.
Good thing you weren't peppered.
Nope, I am now spicy though.
No spicy. All right. So, suddenly,
So yeah, I guess that's the end of my turn.
out of the clouds, the wizard appears again. Only this
Oh,
time,
God.
he's to the south of everybody. And he casts another spell.
Oh, let's see.
Does anybody have counterspell? I'm assuming no.
That would have been one of the ones I would have recommended to Ash.
Well, then I would imagine that he.
Would you recommend me to use?
But but that's not in your skill set the way you're set up. So
Oh. Continue, Brian.
I was just trying to decide if he was going to do the one thing or the other. So no, he's just going to stick with the same with the oldies but goodies, and he will cast this at 4th level.
Fuck me. Oh.
And it'll be. He only did one with his, one point of damage with his upcast. So you know what? Let me run that one more time. There we go. Well, he only did 2 points of damage with his upcast, but still, he did a little more damage with the base. But he's got to take the second roll, regardless of what it is. Yeah. So, anyways, you guys will get hit with a lightning bolt. Everybody make a dex save except for Luther, because he's not in range. He's not in range of the lightning bolt. But everybody there is, though. I will make one for Garnet. Dex save, and the DC says right there for DC 15.
Oh my gosh, what the hell?
Garnet, do you have Dex? Oh, you don't have. Garnet don't have Dex.
I'm not in the line of fire either.
Oh, right. So yeah, so Luther and Gavor don't have to make it, but Kea, Varja, Garnet, and Sebastian have to make it. Oh, and the Genie, of course. Genie has to make it. Oh, Genie's gonna do okay, I think.
Oh yeah, the genie's fine. The jizz...
The Genie?
Jin. Fuck yeah.
That's a different type of elemental. You don't want to go there.
That's the wrong type of D&D.
The Jin.
I downloaded the wrong D&D.
I got the wrong D&D movie.
The Genie mustard. Yeah, no. So.
Mustard. Yum.
All right, he made that save. Oh, Sebastian
Mouse
is what I need to do. Maybe? There's Sebastian.
In it?
All right.
I done screwed
Kea, did
myself
you make
earlier.
it? Oh, yep. Kea made it. Garnet did not make it. Okay, so everybody who didn't make the save, which would be Tharja and Garnet in this case. Hang on, Sebastian has a +5 to his dex save. That's nice. Oh yeah, he rolled really good too. Okay, so Garnet and Tharja, you take 30 damage.
What the hell?
Let's see. I think Garnet might have something he can do that hopefully will do something. Let me see here.
30 damage.
Ooh.
Hey, damn it.
Can any
Please
kill
wait.
more than one people at the same time?
He's gonna cast this.
Frig.
Sorry, what was that, Shay?
Can any of my healing spells heal more than one people at the same time?
Probably. So Garnet's gonna cast Absorb Elements. Why did it not work?
I'm gonna... Mother... Frigger, my hair's shedding.
It's not working. Yeah. Anyway, so there it is. Absorb Elements. So he's gonna cast Absorb Elements, so he'll resist. So instead of taking 30, he takes 15. Alright, and that was his action.
Dude, that guy's gonna get major payback from me.
So Kea, you take 15 damage, and Sebastian takes 15 damage. What is Sebastian's normal hit points? It's so
Why? I
weird.
thought my dexterity save was.
Your dexterity save means you take half damage. So
No,
instead
she
of
was safe.
what?
It's me and Garnet that.
No,
Took it.
it's you and Garnet that failed to save.
Yeah.
If you pass the save, you take half damage.
Oh.
If you fail the save, you take full damage.
So I'm down at 22.
Yep. And then Sebastian takes 15, but I don't know how many hit points Sebastian has. Hang on, he's a steel defender.
One.
Their hit points are what?
1.
It looks like it's 36. John filled it in there funky. So 36. And then
He has one hit
minus
point.
15. Yeah, I don't know why it's 1. I think it's because of how John filled it out. It's weird.
Probably.
Are you waiting?
I wonder,
Hit point.
can
Okay,
that-
so his hit points are 2 plus his intelligence modifier, which is intelligence is plus 4, and plus 5 times the artificer level. So, so yeah, so 5 times what level are you guys? 6.
7.
6. Oh yeah, he's level 6 artificer. So 6 times 5 is 30. Plus 2 would be 32. Plus 4 would be 36. Yeah, so 36 is right. Okay. All right. So Kea, it is your turn.
7.
Okay, what about prayer of healing? Can that heal more than one people? More than one person?
Yes, prayer of healing, and it's a 5-foot radius, so it can heal everybody within 5 feet of you. If you cast it on yourself, or like right between all of you, kind of thing. You know, like you cast it on a point. You don't necessarily cast it on a person, but you cast it on a point, and then people can get hit by it, kind of thing.
Okay, so it heals me too?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, cool.
And
Yay, how much?
if you put that up there,
What
like
level can I cast to that?
what's that? There's a little.
What level can I cast to that?
You can cast it up to should be 3rd level. Well, you're actually level 7, so you should probably be able to cast it up to 4th level if you wanted to.
Should I?
That's more hit points healed, so I think. I need to look at it. One second. Minus 15. Here we go. Okay. Here, let me look at your sheet real quick. And then I'll put that up there in the chat log so I can read it. On the spells, there's a prayer of healing. Oh, sorry, didn't mean to do that. Cancel. There. Okay, so it is 2d8 plus your spellcasting ability modifier, and then an extra d8 for each slot above level 2. So if you cast that fourth level, it'd do 48 healing damage to up to 6 creatures of your choice. Oh, so it's not even a 5-foot radius. It's up to 6 creatures that you see within 30 feet. So you could actually hit Luther, yourself,
Me.
Garnet, Sebastian, Tharja. I don't think you can hit Gavor where he's at.
No, too far away.
Yeah, too far away. So yeah, but up to 30 feet you can hit. You can hit. Well, no, Luther, you can't hit Luther, but you can hit everybody on the blanket, on the carpet.
The blanket.
Don't
The
hit
blanket.
Luther.
It's the flying
Luther
blanket.
doesn't like to be hit.
Flying blanket. Come on, take a ride with me, little girl, on a magic blanket ride. That just it makes a whole different theme to that song. Anyway. 24? Is that right? Wow. Yeah, 24. Okay, so everybody on the carpet heals 24. So Garnet is back up to full. Sebastian is back up to full. It's as if the wizard didn't do anything, basically.
I am not.
Almost.
Oh.
Well, but still, you got 24 back, so you only lost, in essence, you only lost 6 from that blast.
I'm up to 26.
If you want, you could heal the genie too, if you want, because he's within range. If you want to heal your genie friend,
You.
Kea.
I have a healing spell.
Well, he's just in range.
All right. And Kea, did you give yourself up to 24 hit points back? You only lost 15, so did you give yourself the 15 back, I guess?
Do I do that?
Yeah, you would just like from the prayer of healing, you would give yourself the 15 hit points back that you lost.
Do I have to do that myself, or is that something you do? Or
I can do it if you want, but you can do it yourself if you want. You can also even just click on your token, and you'll have those 3 circles appear above your token. And in the green one, you can click on the green one in the middle and type plus 15 if you wanted to. Or just put it to 75, or no, what is it, 65, right? 65. Let me double check your character sheet, though, because you should be at max hit points now, too. Because you basically, that was the only damage you've taken so far, so we'll make sure you're back at full hit points. Oh yeah, your maximum hit points is 50, so you're all good. Okay, so you're at 50 currently. Unless you change that on there. Uh-oh. Did you change Did you change your max hit points on your sheet?
I was doing what you were telling me to.
Yeah, but did you change the max hit points? Usually when you change it,
I don't know.
Okay, yeah, hang on, let me see. All right, well, if you took 15, then let's put you at 65, because I'm pretty sure that's probably where you're at. But instead, when you change your hit points from now on, yeah, see your hit point maximum says 50, but we're going to put you at 65 just to be sure.
Oh.
We'll go back and review it later, between sessions, whatever. Dang it, I meant to put your speed in there too. I don't know why your speed's not in there.
Speed.
Alright, so after Kea is going to be Amir, which is the genie.
I'm gonna.
There we go.
Sorry.
Alright, the genie is going to fly over to the wizard. And he's gonna make the genie's gonna make another dex save because he just flew through the lightning path.
Sarum, you mean?
Amir, yeah. Amir is going to fly over to the wizard. Sarum. Sarum is the wizard.
Ooh.
Amir fails his dex save. Oh no, that's a DC 10, so he doesn't get struck by lightning. So he flies over to Sarum and he swings his scimitar. Swings it 3 times. 2 of those are hits. For 25 damage.
Nice.
However, upon doing so, he also takes where is it? Yeah, 2d8.
But being one of them, he's resistant to that, isn't he?
He's resistant to the wizard's immune to the lightning and the thunder, but the genie takes 12 force damage in return from this strange swirling. You see this strange swirling, like almost looks like armor on the wizard when the genie strikes him, and when the genie strikes him, you can see like force just kind of like fly off the armor and hit hit the genie in waves. And then it's Starja's turn.
Pickaxe. B word. I wonder if is he immune to firebolt?
You're not. You don't really have any way of telling, but nothing would indicate
How
that
far
thus
can
far.
I hit him? Let's see.
Up to 120 feet. He's plenty within range.
Oh yeah.
He is kind of lightly covered by the genie, but like the genie's big, but
I'm gonna do fire bolt.
okay. Go ahead and roll to hit. That's a good. Well, the 14. 14 isn't going to be miss actually.
Ah.
Just
How many times?
just barely missed too. By the way.
Want to hit him again?
A little bit higher. Do you want to use your inspiration?
Yes.
Remember, you have an inspiration at the beginning of each session. So go ahead
I'm
and
gonna use my.
go ahead and roll your inspiration. You're hoping for at least a 3 on that
Where's
inspiration
that
die. Roll 1d6. Your inspiration is like at the top middle of your sheet, but if whether you click on it or whatever's like whether you remember to click on it or not is another story. All right, and you're hoping for a 3. Anybody else want to give her inspiration?
I'll give her one.
Give her your inspiration. Okay.
Yeah, I'll give her mine.
All right. Roll
We'll
one
roll
more.
it again?
Roll one more d6, and it's basically an auto hit. There you go. All right. So that's a total of. So that's 5, along with the 14, so 19 total. That's a hit for 16 damage, and you hear him go no, and he just kind of like crumples to like a still, decrepit looking form, and he's like laying there in the sky, just kind of floating there among the storm clouds.
You guys are gonna probably laugh at this. What's my name?
Say my name. Okay, so Gabor, at that point, you see, hold on one second. You see 3 of the Ildris appear around, or 4 of the Ildris appear around you, right?
Yeah.
And they all head off in different directions, and you may make an opportunity to attack against one of them if you would like.
Okay.
Oh. You seem like you really need the help, Gabor.
They're lucky that they're fleeing all at once now.
Okay, did you do an opportunity attack? Or are you going
Yes,
to?
I did. I rolled.
Okay, I'm just waiting for it to populate here. All right, and which one are you hitting?
Um,
To the right or
the
to the
one I
left?
guess they hit me first.
The one that hit you first?
Yeah, the one I think hit me first.
All right, well, we'll just say it was this one here. So for... It didn't roll the to hit roll. It only rolled the damage. Oh no, there it is. That is the to hit roll. Okay, there it is. Okay.
It's I
Okay,
missed.
so it missed. But anyway, so then they fly off, and then of course they all disappear again. But
They're lucky too.
but you're pretty sure they're fleeing. In light of the wizard disappearing, you're pretty sure that they are now, fleeing. GM, and then up here, guys, where you guys are on the carpet, you see another figure, kind of appearing in the clouds, and he's in a cage. He says, "Ah, friends, I've been calling to you." And you can hear him loud and clear, and he looks kind of like a genie, but he's kind of like a really bronze-skinned guy. And you recognize him. He looks a lot like the the younger guy that came and hired you to come look for Ben Abbas. And you
That
think
we
that
were supposed
you think
to
that this is probably Ben Abbas, yeah, that the guy you were supposed to save.
Okay. Just let me know when it's my turn.
So, well, Tharja, you left us off. You killed the wizard.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything that you wanted to do besides your action? Like, you want to do? You got any bonus
We
actions
need
or
to
movement?
move.
Where you want to move to?
Movement.
Over to where Ben Abbas is?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're gonna move over to there.
We're all falling.
Bloop. All right.
It's supposed to be a joke, everybody.
All right, and then Gavor.
Yeah, I'm gonna fly up to right to him. Is he like shackled or something?
He's in a cage, like a brass cage.
Is there a lock on it?
You fly up there. There is
Nope.
a lock. I moved you up there.
Okay.
He says, "Ah, you got here. I was starting to weaken."
And I am going to attack, basically use my battle axe,
On the lock.
Headhunter, to smash that lock.
All right.
I'm doing it with all anger and everything because, after all, those fuckers hit me ran before I could retaliate.
All right. Go ahead.
All right.
Did you roll? Okay, there you go. 25, nat 20. Okay. Usually when you
Off
hit
with the lock
when you hit a lock with your battle axe, it's more of a, it does enough heavy blunt damage to the lock to, just break it off. In this case, you just cleave the lock in two. It just, like a hot knife through butter, and this thing just this lock just like chink and falls into two pieces. And you see that the bars and stuff on the brass cage were kind of glowy, and then you see the glow fade out.
Okay, now he's free.
All right, Zach.
Yo.
You see the free genie. Are you just gonna fly over there and do whatever, or are you going to fly over and rummage through the wizard's body? And also, Amir just basically kind of takes off and goes to greet Ben Abbas. What you think, Zach? You see that Gavor just freed the Ben Abbas, the Jan from the brass cage that was floating in the sky.
Yeah, Luther's gonna.
Everything's dead or fled.
Just gonna fly over here and just kind of. You said all that everything's either dead or fled, so I'm just gonna fly over and regroup with the group.
Okay, and then shortly after, here, let me see. Shortly after, you guys, after the lock falls off, you see that the sky is all calm. Oh, hang on, hold on. Ruh-roh. The sky's all calm and the storm subsides.
All right.
Woohoo!
And Benabis thanks you, tells you that he's excited to, though he likes visiting this plane, he's excited to leave and see his son once again. And you guys will head back toward the Genie Landhold. Emir will take you to go and see the Council of Viziers and see what is to be done next.
It's all dark.
Now, before you leave, any of you want to do anything?
I would like to rummage through the
bodies.
wizard.
The wizard's body?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so the wizard does have several things on him.
Ooh.
And luckily he didn't get close to Amir,
Why?
but you notice that he has an iron flask on him.
Designed to trap.
And he has a ring. He has a ring of genie summoning, but it is does not have a genie in it.
But the empty one, all he has to do is get close and get one sucked in.
Yeah, the iron flask is basically a bottle with a brass stopper. Now you guys can open it, or you can identify it, or study it, using Arcana, that kind of thing. But essentially, you know that the iron flasks are used for trapping things like genies or elementals or devils or, you name it. Like, and there's all sorts of stuff that can be trapped into the iron flask. So it could be like a worse thing.
Worst case scenario.
Or it could be empty, and the whole thing is that it could be empty in the idea that he was going to use it to trap a genie. But you're not really sure you're not really sure unless you know. You also find a really nice ornate dagger.
Ooh.
Now, this dagger is +2 or +3. Sorry, +3. On the elemental plane of air, it only functions as a normal dagger. However, there is something about it.
I want the dagger.
There's something magical about it. You also notice he has a potion of fire breath, and he has a spell book with several spells in it.
That could be used for any spell. That could be useful.
Yeah, he has several spells in it up to 4th level. There are several spells, including banishment, which he could have, depending on what was happening, he could have possibly used on one of you guys, and it would have banished you back to the prime material.
Yeah.
Back to Toril.
Yeah.
Let's see, what else does he have? He also has a bag of holding.
Ooh.
Ooh.
And inside the bag of holding is 3,000 gold pieces. So let me put bag of holding here. Bag of holding. I think Garnet has a bag of holding, but if not,
Yeah.
if not, at least now one other of you have a bag of holding.
someone else has the rope one.
No, Randy's character. Oh yeah. Well, you guys recovered the items out of it, is what I decided. But Randy's character Pow Pow has that bag of the rope of holding, or the rope of, whatever it's called.
Yeah.
The rope where it ties around the tree and it basically becomes essentially a bag of holding. Um, there are also 5 flasks of perfume worth 100 gold pieces each. These are special like genie made perfume. Basically it's like, only stuff you could only find on the elemental plane of air, except for in very, very extremely rare occasions. And 1 flask with an oil in it and the flask is an oil of elemental invulnerability. And so if you were to take yourself and coat your armor or yourself in this oil, then you use this oil and it would make you resistant to any elementals.
That's very helpful.
Or any elemental type
Someone with the least armor, I say I should have that one.
Darn.
She's voting for that one. So
I vote for the dagger.
you guys
I want
you
the
guys
dagger.
can fight amongst yourselves. No, yeah, okay. So then that makes sense. If you want to give Shay the oil, and then if you want to take the dagger is once you study it, is called a dagger of swarms.
Ooh.
I
I would-
believe.
I really like the bag of holding, so I can hold stuff better.
It is actually called, the bag of holding. Okay, so you want to take the bag of holding, Gavor?
Yes.
Okay. Then that way you have an extra person that can hold party treasure if you need to.
Exactly.
Okay. Okay. So the dagger. Let me do that. The dagger is called the Ninefold Swarm Dagger. Oh, I just nat 20'd with it also.
Ooh, I would want it. I want it.
Hold on one second. I will show you what this is here. Ninefold Swarm Dagger. In this case, it's a +3 dagger. And I will add it to your thing. I don't know if you can see this. Are you watching Twitch at all, Ashley?
No.
No. Okay. Well,
I am.
the Ninefold Swarm Dagger. When you hit a creature with this weapon, you use a bonus. You can use a bonus action to launch ghostly duplicates of this dagger at nearby creatures.
Oh, dude, I want it.
The ghostly duplicates of the dagger fly at up to 3 creatures of your choice that you can see within 30 feet of the creature you hit. You make a ranged attack with the dagger at each target, and on a hit, the target takes 1d4 force damage. Once you hit 6 creatures with these ghostly daggers, you can't launch the ghostly daggers from the weapon again until the next dawn. But it's still always a +3 dagger. So basically, you hit the target for the normal dagger damage, and then each subsequent target takes 1d4 force damage. So,
Dude, I'll take it.
it's pretty cool.
So you'll add that into my inventory?
Yep, I can do that.
Okay. Because I have no clue how to do that still. He also has a book of magical formulas Ooh.
about locating planar hooks and moving them. You feel like if you studied this book, you could probably figure out what happened with. Well, you kind of know what happened with Grandolith, but you could also figure out how maybe you could actually move stuff around to get to places you want to go more swiftly. That kind of thing.
I would take that too. I love books, Darja says.
Um, Ben Abbas, once he's free, he says, if you would like, I will teleport you back to your home. He says, but I do hear there is a pressing matter in the water hold. He says, it is up to you if you want to help.
Since we're in the area, why not? That's what I'm thinking.
He says, the genie are in your debt, and so are the Jan. And as a Jan, though, I am heading back to the prime material plane. The book of formulas. Hang on, I'm going to put book of formulas in here.
I want to see what it looks like.
The book.
Yeah.
I will have to find that. The book of formulas. Let's see if I can. Yeah, I can't do that. Okay, so the book of formulas on elemental hooks is worth by itself to the right magic user about 5,000 gold pieces.
Oh, wow.
So it may be worth selling depending on whatever, but you could study it and learn things too from it.
I'm going to start.
Possibly get abilities.
Just like, oh yeah, Gavor. Would you want this book?
I thought you were the book nerd, but I'll do the book, so I'll check it out.
Okay.
We
Since we came from the same place.
We can let Garnet decide when he gets back too if he wants to take a look at it.
She can always borrow it from the bag of holding.
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
Okay, and did I said a ring of genie summoning, right? Ring of genie summoning.
Yeah.
But the ring of genie summoning is empty.
We could take that, give it to Garnet.
Now the Jinn would probably pay you a small sum of gold for it. It's probably worth way more than they would pay you for it, and they would only be paying you for it so they could destroy it.
Okay.
But we could have uses for it. Let's say, if we get a tough thing against like a devil or something, it could be useful against that.
The genie
So
summoning.
we could, yeah.
The iron flask would be, but the ring of genie summoning would only work on a genie.
Oh, I'm talking about the. Oh. Okay.
You would have to basically bind a genie to it.
Yeah, we could just sell it so they can destroy it.
And genies hate to be captured, and they hate to be not free.
Yeah, so.
So would you want to go to the water hold, or would you guys want to go back to your home plane where because your home plane is his home plane also. Ben Abbas, all the Jan are from the prime material. And Janny are basically like kind of like genies, but instead of having just like air or Ifritis that have just fire, Janny have air, earth, fire, and water. They have control of like almost all the elements, but they're not as powerful.
They're like the parents of parents of Genasis.
Yeah, yep, kind of like that, but some of them are, yeah. But they're also like, not as powerful as a genie or an Ifriti or whatever. A Dow. What's the water one? A Merid. A Merid. That's what it is. Okay, so anyway, so would you want to go to the water hold, or would you want to go back to the prime material? I guess.
What do you guys want to do?
Water hold.
Yes.
Everybody voting for the water hold.
Luther?
Sure.
All right, hold on. Let me find the water hold here.
I think he's shaking his head yes on that. So.
Zach, are you sleeping?
No, I'm stretching.
Oh, okay. I thought he might have fell asleep. Thought you might have fell asleep, Zach. Let's see. Minefield, Storm, Jet Stream. Hold on. Where is the information on the water hole? Excuse me, sorry.
While you're looking for that, can we go ahead and take a break?
Yeah, let's do that. Let's take a break while I'm
Yeah.
looking for the information on the water hole. And we
Okay.
will be right back in about 5 minutes or so.
Coffee refill. Perfect.
Agreed.
All right, we're back live. We're just waiting for Zach to get back here. Let me go ahead and throw that dagger onto your page and edit it. Edit it accordingly.
My pet does not want to stay upright.
Oh, there he is.
There we go. Ninefold Swarm Dagger. Okay, we're gonna appear there. Oh, why did it appear twice? Did you put it on there?
Me?
Yeah.
No.
Weird. Oh, no, that's not what I... Oop, I didn't mean to do that. Ruh-roh.
Oh, on the Watch Go, we're now at 13%. We're getting up there.
Oh yeah, so you can join us on Watcher Realms. You can join us on what's the other one? Well, Raid Shadow Legends. I play from time to time, quite a bit actually. Probably way too often. I probably play Raid.
Neverwinter, definitely.
Yeah, Neverwinter. I
Yeah,
play that.
Order of the Silver Hand.
Yep.
I got my Neverwinter back.
Range. Okay, so the range is 60 feet. Oh no, 30 feet. Well,
Now if I
it's
can learn how to stream again.
20/60 or 30 feet special. Okay, and the damage is 1d6. No, it's 1d4, right? 1d4. Are you strength or dex? Your dex, right?
Yeah. I think. Oh.
Piercing. It is a magic bonus of 3. And let me make sure it's working right too before I... And the damage 2 is 1d4 dex and force. Force is the other type of damage. Okay. Okay, 13 piercing. And then 5 force. So yeah, so it'd do 2 plus dex. So it's not supposed to add dex to the second one. But it's the same as your... Right now it's the same as your other, but... so we want to change the dex to nothing. And we want to change the magic to 3. Save that, and now try it again. It's 10 piercing and 3 from the magic. Okay, there we go. So yeah, so there's your ninefold dagger, and so basically if it hits the subsequent targets, like you'll still make a separate attack roll or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
For each target or whatever, but if it hits the subsequent targets, it will do that force damage, the second number.
Sweet.
And okay, so you guys fly to the waterhold. It's like a globule of water, like a giant one, floating in midair, like a sphere of water. You guys go into there. Benabas bids you farewell, and he says if you ever need anything from him or his son, to let them know you can find them in Zakara.
This is Zakara.
And he bids you adieu, and you guys notice that you guys are being kind of just like stared at, you know, like nobody knows who you are really, like in this area, and they don't know what's really went down or whatever per se. But you're taken to a what looks like a dock within the water glob, or like at the edge of the water globule. It's like a little kind of floating island on this glob of water, and the dock has a strange looking ship in, you know, moored in at the docks. Uh, this this strange looking human comes up to you and he says, "Greetings, I am Captain Orion of the Old Hydra." Or of the Nereid, sorry, of the Nereid. He says, I am captain of the Nereid, and I would like your help, but it does not reside on this plane.
Well, seems like we have nothing else to do.
Okay.
Weren't we supposed to help that dude that was in jail?
We did. We freed him.
Hey, you just rested him. You just rescued him. That was who was
Yeah.
that was who was in the cage.
Yeah.
Oh.
Was in that 20 on the lock.
He was in jail, and he got there. He was imprisoned in a floating cage in the sky by this wizard as part of Nahib's plan. But anyway, or Nabi, that's Nabi's plan. At any rate, he's an imposing human. He's in his 60s or 70s, but he looks like an old soldier more than that of like a captain or even a wizard. He's dressed in a suit of black leather, and upon his head rests a billed cap emblazoned with a golden trident. He opens the door to this metal ship, and the metal ship is all contained inside. Like, there's no deck on the ship. It's not quite like anything probably any of you've ever seen before. And when you head inside, you notice that that it's kind of a strange, like, strange layout for a ship anyway. You emerge
If
in
anyone knows more on the ships, it would be Luther.
that the door that he opens is on top of the ship, and it's kind of like basically like a trap door, like a hatch, and you guys travel down into the ship, and it's not like any ship Luther's ever seen either. And you emerge into a storage area holding non-perishable food and various sorts of equipment, including different sort of strange rubbery-looking suits. You travel through a bunk area that looks like it could house about 13. And he says, "This is where you will be quartered." And then you make your way past the bunk area to a maze of pipes along with shelves of charts and a plotting table. At the center of the room, a winding stairway climbs to a tower. And within the tower, he takes you up into the tower, and there's 3 crewmen in there, and there's a large brass wheel and a series of levers controlling the vessel's hydroplanes. He has like these little tubes that he speaks in from time to time, and he says, "Away we go!" And then you can feel the whole ship lurch, and it dives underwater, and it dives into the globule water hold itself, and as it dives toward the center of the water globule, you see everything get kind of darker. There's no lights coming in through like the portals on the ship, and suddenly you have a feeling like you're being teleported, and you guys arrive in the elemental plane of water. And the captain takes you aside, Captain Orion, and he says, Far beyond the Stygian depths of the sea, in a palace of black coral at the heart of the elemental plane of water, dwells Olhydra, princess of the sea and its forces. Her enemies are many and well known, but perhaps most bothersome has proven to be a human wizard by the name of Orion. And he kind of smiles. He says, long ago I dared journey to Ohydra's citadel, bearing gifts and a request to learn from the princess the mysteries of the sea. Such impudence amused her, and she did not slay me, but instead kept me as a guest within a section of her citadel, suited for air-breathing creatures. 15 other such guests also dwelt there, and soon I became their leader, all pinning their hopes upon me to end their imprisonment. In the years that passed, I never missed an opportunity to exercise my glib tongue upon the sea princess. And then a conflict arose between the prime material plane and Olhydra's minions and those of Imix of the plane of fire. The source of contention was an undersea volcano populated by a number of Imix's servants. Such an incursion disturbed Olhydra, but she was at a loss as to the best means of solution for the problem. I offered some of my talents, and in addition to promising the aid of other surface dwellers, my only request was that she should honor me by granting me my request to learn the mysteries of her realm. The conflict followed, and so on, and to make a long story short, which I realize is too late, you are here to help me help the Princess of the Sea. And he says, you will bunk with me. It'll be a little bit of a trip, but trust me, it will be adventurous. And he says, Cyrano, take them to their quarters. And you see a small gnomish figure, and he says, "Why, certainly, Captain." And he takes you to your back to the quarters that you passed through on the way in, and he says dinner'll be on soon, and we'll get you situated. And with that, you guys are off, and we are going to wrap up. And I will let everybody know that I'm thankful for you guys joining us here on Action Surge, where imagination collides with the roll of the dice. We've battled fearsome foes together and forged unforgettable memories. As the session draws to a close, remember the journey never truly ends. Keep rolling those dice and weaving those tales. Farewell, adventurers, and don't forget to check out Action Surge 5e on all the platforms, including Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, whatever. Give us a like.
X.
Yeah, Patreon. Where at? X?
Oh.
X is Twitter. Twitter is X. I don't know. But anyways, give us a like and subscribe, and until next time, may all your actions surge. May all your
And have a blessed
may
day.
all your rolls be nat 20s and all that good
Oh, bless those dice.
stuff.
Gather round, adventurers bold in the realm where tales unfold. The podcast of heroes, a quest divine, where imagination takes flight. Let's combine. Roll the dice, let the story begin. Monsters and magic, the battles